Hey everybody, Dave Lindbergh, DB Enterprises in Hong Kong. Some big news over the last couple days. Syntiant just finished their Series C fundraising, taking in 35 mil. Now it's not really my job to talk about the financial, but it is maybe some people are out there wondering what's so great about this chip. So I just want to reinforce some very exciting stuff that's capable with the Syntiant. Their first chip is the NDP 100 and the 101 version, the BGA package and then the QFN package, two different variants, the QFN just having more I/O capabilities. But in general, like, where is this technology going to go in terms of applications? So it's going to be all over smartphones for voice wake-up applications. It's going to be all over earbuds and IoT type devices that are running off of battery powered. So one of the key things, everybody's talking to their Alexa and such, and those things are all Wi-Fi based. So what that means is you say Alexa, and then the processor sends a signal to the cloud to verify, did I hear Alexa? And then it authenticates. And then you ask a follow-up question, Alexa, what's the weather, or oh, hey Google, what time is it in Zimbabwe? Something like this. So there's a connection to the cloud, and that draws a lot of power consumption, largely to do with turning on the radios, be it Wi-Fi or sometimes Bluetooth, to make that connection to draw the data. All right, we get that. So what Syntiant's able to do, they use a new, or not a new, but just a different take on the architecture structure to determine whether it's recognizing that Alexa or the Hey Google or whatever the wake word might be, xiaodu for some of our Chinese friends. Now, there are other edge devices like this, but most of them are using a microcontroller where they're basically comparing what you say to memory. So then there's this comparison, and then there's the power of going back and forth to verify. And now that does work, but of course when we're on an edge device that's very power constrained, such as like a Fitbit or a watch or a phone or true wireless stereo earbuds, there's always constraint for space and battery size and therefore power consumption. So the NDP processor from Syntiant actually uses a different technique to verify the wake word authenticity, and then from there it triggers to turn on the radio finally. But what's cool about it is it's got a lot more definitions of the wake words. So basically the variables are much higher in terms of the Syntiant. So for example, the parameters is the right word. So they have over 550 thousand parameters possible on this tiny IC, whereas an AMBIC processor is only 18,000 parameters. ST Micro has a couple different variants, and they're only running at 80,000. So the number of parameters increases the amount of accuracy. And so the accuracy with Syntiant is extremely high. But then the energy to process that is very low. It's in microjoules with Syntiant, which is completely off the charts compared to the competition. And then also the method increases the inference time. So the time that it takes when it hears the Alexa or the wake word until it processes that is exponentially smaller than with the other processes or the Wi-Fi based wake word modules. So a lot of these things are the reasons that Syntiant was able to go out and capture this market attention to raise the money. But it's also leading to where is the market going to go in the near future here. We've talked about touching true wireless stereo. You've got double tap on the left or triple tap on the right for different functions. That's kind of nonsense. People forget which functions what, and it's just a bad consumer experience. If you can just say, hey, volume up, volume down. So the whole market is leading towards what they call natural language interfaces, and that's in the roadmap for Syntiant. But today, what's possible is like 63 wake words or command words local on your device. We partner with some companies that develop these languages as well, such as Sensory, and so therefore any language, any accents, developing the languages to make sure that you get accurate wakes is also a very key function. And so it's kind of like the comparison, if anybody has used both Google and Siri, we know that Google is infinitely more accurate. That has to do with the size of their database. And a lot of this AI stuff, it's actually a lot to do with data points. The guys with the most data points will win in this space. And that's why Google and the Android ecosystem is so much powerful for AI than an Apple ecosystem. So that's kind of interesting. So yeah, I just wanted to give an update on this kind of stuff, on what where we're at. So there is a new processor coming out soon, so we'll have an update on that soon from Syntiant. We'll add some far field type capabilities. So the current one is good for close talk, so your smartwatch, your earbuds, your smartphone, anything talking real close. Syntiant's got a solution today for that. So if you'd like to know more, please hit us up. And if you want to know more about all the technology DB keeps going on about, please subscribe to our channel. We try to do these regularly to keep you up to date. All right, thanks and have a great day. Bye-bye.